Hey guys, it's already evening and today it's Thursday and I've been working the whole day. I worked like 8 hours and most of the day was pretty chill. I work in corporate and in HR and I have home office. So today I worked from home. I have office here behind this wall. I made a whole room that's only my office. It has a beautiful view and it's just I like working in there, and I also like the fact that every day I just close the door and it's behind the closed doors and it doesn't interfere with my living room and kitchen and other things. And today was, as I said, chill and easy, and I kind of liked it today. I've been working on some cases that were sort of like standard things, and sometimes it's really nice where you don't have to be super concentrated and the work just flows because you know what to do, because you've already done it like 100 times. So sometimes it's really nice, but I'm also a person who sometimes likes to do new things at work because it sort of like wakes me up in a way. You know, you have to think about things, you are doing it for the first time and it's new and it's very slow, but at the same time you feel like you're exploring, and I think that's really nice. But today, as I said, was like a standard things, and only in the afternoon we had a meeting because we're going to be testing these new functionalities in a system that we're going to be using instead of the previous one. So that was kind of new, and there were a few bumps on the road, but we will see how that goes. And after my work, I actually went to the gym and I exercised for like an hour, and there weren't many people because the day was really cold, exceptionally cold, I would say, and a lot of rain. So I assumed that people just didn't want to go exercise and maybe they just stayed at home. And so the gym was empty and I like it. I feel like I can concentrate so much better and exercise so much better if there's not very many people. And after that, I picked up a free lunch because at my job they gave me like a gift, like a free lunch. I picked it up. It was more like a dinner for me. It was this chicken with sauce and some baked potatoes, which I love very much. I will insert a clip in here what it looked like. So they gave us a free lunch at work, and since I'm working on home office, I was able to go in the evening to this restaurant and just pick up some food. So I picked up this chicken with this sauce that's from Herbs, but it's really great. And also this huge portion of potatoes baked because I love them and they're doing them really amazingly. And for some reason they gave me a lot of them. I don't know why, but it's just gigantic. So it's like at least two portions for me. So I really look forward to it, and I'm just sometimes it's really good to be employed because of these like benefits here and there, and I love it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you here. And also I picked up two books that I ordered. I initially I wanted to borrow them from a library, but none of the libraries had them available, like local libraries. And I was like, I don't want to wait like a couple months before people decide to return them and then I can like read them. And so I just bought them. They weren't very expensive. In the local bookstore they were actually really cheap. So I bought two books from David Data. It's The Way of the Superior Man and A Way of like a Good Woman, or I don't know what's the like one is a man and one is a woman, and I was like interested to know like what are his thoughts on this because I actually read a lot of positive things about these books. So I like psychology and spirituality, and I like thinking about how people work and different perspectives. And so I just thought that this would be a good book to read because it's also very famous. I think you must have probably heard about it already. So I will see what that's like. But I gotta say that lately I haven't been a very good reader because I always choose some like difficult book. I don't read fiction very much. Usually I go to the bookstore and I'm just drawn to the psychology and spirituality and these books and personal development, and so I always end up taking some books like that, and I'm not so much for the fiction. But I was thinking that I would maybe like to change that because sometimes it can be really difficult to be reading these non-fiction books because they are kind of heavy on the mental plane, and it's just you cannot really get into the flow very much because they are supposed to grow you and like make you think about life. And if you really want to get something from the book, you have to read it really slow and like take like not read huge chunks of it, you know, just read a chapter and then think about it, let it land, do the exercises that they tell you in the book, because usually there's exercises, and so it by default the reading is much slower than if you read like simple fiction. And so I was thinking, because I like reading, I was thinking that I would want to read fiction as well because that would be easier and it would fly by much faster and I could just forget about everything and then just read and read, which is something that I used to love to do before I started reading non-fiction, because with non-fiction you cannot just read for hours, or if you do, you will not gain anything from the book because you are supposed to work on yourself while reading it. So that's sort of my dilemma, and so that's what I did, and I'm gonna check out the book. I think I'm gonna start with The Way of the Superior Man, and then I'm gonna continue with The Woman because I feel like this is like the good order for me. And also it's like 8 p.m. and I was thinking maybe I could edit this video, but I don't know if I feel like it, so I will just stop the recording and see if I want to edit it, because I'm just sitting here on my couch in my PJs, and so this is just like little chill talking because I don't have any topic for today, and I was thinking to myself like I should probably sit down every couple days and just think about my content and what I want to make. But today I just didn't want to think too much about it. I didn't want to plan anything and postpone it because then like a week passes by and there's no video. So I was thinking that I just want to publish a video that I'm just gonna like make right here on the spot, and I hope it's gonna be good. For now, that's everything for me. So that was just my regular day at work and outside of work, and I hope you had a good day as well. If you care to share some details about your life, I would be happy to hear about them. If you tell me like what kind of job are you doing, or if you are working full time, because I'm working full time. And also, if you're interested, I have Instagram, Cultivate Inner Peace 2025, and also a website, cultivateinnerpeace.wordpress.com. So if you're interested in reading articles, I write short articles about my thoughts and what happens to me and stuff like that. So if you're interested, definitely check it out as well. And so that's everything for me for now. Have a beautiful evening, and I will see you next time with my next video. Bye.